me take a moment just to introduce the center, Atlanta Global Studies Center, and welcome you to the annual symposium. The Atlanta Global Studies Symposium is really our signature event for the year. One of those things that we really look forward to is an opportunity for us to come together to talk about topics that are of global significance and of the kind of topics, the kind of efforts that really take some time to build space around, build conversation around, and engage with each other. So this creates a platform, we hope, for that dialogue to really get going and gives us some momentum to keep it going. My name is Tony Lemieux. I'm the founding co-director of the Atlanta Global Studies Center, and I'm a professor at Georgia State University. My colleague Juan Carlos Rodriguez is a professor here at Georgia Tech and co-director. And then we have Drs. Stuart Minson and Ethan Trin, who are associate directors at Georgia Tech and Georgia State, respectively, who have done basically the massive amount of work in putting this together. So first, we appreciate and acknowledge and see that work. Yes. And we thank you for being here, right? And we hope that you find today engaging. The Atlanta Global Studies Center is a national resource center, Title VI center, funded by the Department of Education. And the goal of this is to promote not only awareness and international learning, but also to support instruction in less commonly taught languages, and to really ensure that we're building that sort of knowledge that cuts across cultures, that really allows us to see each other, to speak with each other, and to know how to do that. So our work is really quite important in that regard. And one of the goals of this center, when we were putting the idea together, was to build an organization that would allow us to collaborate, that would allow us to really build opportunities to convene and to support this community that addresses international topics. We're organized around the UN Sustainable Development Goals, which is a pretty broad set of goals if you've been familiar with them, which is, on the one hand, it's tricky because well, what do you do? Well, what don't we do, right? But it also allows a lot of diversity in how people can see themselves as relating to at least one of the goals, one of the things that our work really organizes around and supports. So I really think that, having that aspect of it, and I hope each of you who are here today, see yourself or see some areas of interest or commonality in some of the presentations that you hear and some of the conversations that you have. We've got, wonderful presentations throughout the day, and some sessions where we'll be talking about ideas, topics, in global education, which is at the heart of what we do in the Global Studies Center. So thank you again for being here. Without any further ado, I want to introduce Miguel to moderate the first session.